Hi, I'm Robert, and today I'm going to show you how I take this image from here to here, all in Lightroom. I'm going to use the graduated filter tool with the range mask to add color to the sky. Let's get started at the bottom like usual. Make sure you're on the current version. Scroll up. We're going to skip vignetting for now, but we might return. Click on Constrain Crop. Let's zoom in on the horizon and straighten this image out. That looks pretty straight. We'll move up, click on Remove Chromatic Aberrations, and Enable Profile Corrections. We'll let Lightroom take care of the barrel distortion and removing our CA. Let's go up to Sharpening. We'll do our standard sharpening routine. 100 of sharpening and applying a mask. Hold down Alt and scroll up. Let's sharpen everywhere except for the sky. No need to sharpen the grain that's in the sky. Continue up. We'll skip the color profiles for now and move on up. This image is a little warm, so I'm going to cool it down just a little bit. Right about there. Now we'll open up this image, bringing the highlights down and the shadows up. It's a bit much on the shadows. I'll back them down. Now we'll set our white point. No need to do any work on the white point. We're all the way to the right on the histogram already, but we have room to work with the black point, so we're going to bring it down. We're clipping, and then we'll bring it back up. So go with -30. So you can take a look at your histogram up here. We're all the way to the left and all the way to the right. Overall, this image is kind of lacking on some texture and contrast, so let's bring it up just a little bit to add some detail. This was shot back in 2014 with a Canon 4DD. It's a crop body Canon camera. It's only 10 megapixels, but it served me well for many years. Now let's go down and see what we can do about the sky. I always start on luminance. Let's try and darken up the orange and yellows and blue, the colors we see in the sky. We're just going to do a little bit. After I do luminance, I bring the saturation up on those colors that I just adjusted. It helped a little bit, but the sky isn't where I want it, so we're going to use the graduated filter tool. So let's grab our tool, pull it down while holding shift so we can get a straight line. Let's double click on effects to reset all of our sliders. Then we're going to go down here, range mask, choose color, choose the eyedropper. First we're going to work on the blue, so click on the blue section of the sky. Now we can press O for overlay to see where we're working. If you want to adjust it, you can bring it up or down. So we want to affect all of the area of the sky that's blue. So we'll go to about 30. 36 works. So I'm going to start by bringing the color temperature down, making it a little more blue, taking out some of the warmth. I'm also going to darken the sky. And let's add some saturation. That looks nice. Let's check out the before and after. Here's before, almost no color, completely washed out. After, a nice gradient of blue sky. Now let's do the same, but we're going to work on the orange and the yellows. Let's grab another graduated tool. Pull it down, hold down shift. Same thing, go to range mask, color, grab the eyedropper. Let's choose over here in the orange and yellow. We'll turn on our mask to make sure we're working in the right area. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. That looks good. Now let's go up and make some adjustments. Double click, reset all of our sliders. So this one's the opposite. We want to warm it up. So instead of going to blue, we're going to go to the yellow. Warm this temperature up. And to make it a little more visible, let's bring the exposure down and add a little bit of saturation. All right, that's where I want it to be. So let's close out our grad tool. Now let's check to make sure we don't have any dust spots in the sky. We have visualize spots on. We can adjust our mask here. We see a few spots up here, so let's remove them. Let's check out the settings for this image. I was at 1/10 of a second at f14. I was using a 3-stop graduated neutral density filter, which I had placed over the sky to try and darken it. The sky was just a bit too bright for only a 3-stop filter today, but without it, we would have completely lost the sky. The final thing I want to do this image is check out a vignette. Let's scroll down back to the bottom, click on vignette. We'll start with it too dark, and then we'll back it up. I think we're just going to go with a very subtle vignette, -5. Vignetting just adds darkness to the corners of the image. It helps draw your eye into the center. The composition of this image is just a straight down shot of the beach. So in the foreground here, we have these purple plants for your eye to look at first, and then a straight line all the way down. This is West Street Beach. Back here is Treasure Island. Back behind that is Victoria Beach. All the way out here is Crescent Bay, Point Park. So from this vantage point, we can see almost all of Laguna Beach. I hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.